It's not cooperating with me. Good thing if it's not. Well, not a good thing, but... Okay. Oh, there I am. Almost to go. Hold on. Okay, wonderful. It's okay. I don't care. I got it now. All right. Good morning. Good effing morning to ya. Rise and shine. It is I going with no green screen today. Yeah, no green screen today. Tired of messing with it. That thing was giving me so many problems. You have no idea. No idea. And I hope I got it fixed now. I don't know. I think so. Are we live? Are we live? I think so. I think we are live. Hey, wait a minute. I don't hear anybody. I really don't hear anybody. Okay, that's enough. Give me a break. We just got the show going and you're already smashing buttons over there. Alright. So, we are going to talk about some Florida legends and cryptids. Oh. And even folklore. And we're going to talk about Florida Man news. Got some of that coming up here. Check this out. Florida Man. Florida Man news. Got a nice little bumper for that, huh? Sweet. Been working overtime there, haven't you? Wow. That is amazing. We've had some good shows on the past few days. If you haven't caught them, make sure to go back and check them out. The Josh and Artemis show did a movie night last night where they covered the Alien trilogy. It was a lot of fun. Had a spider join them. About 17 minutes in, you can check that out, where they got scared by a spider. Dropped out from nowhere. Just come right into frame. Didn't even ask. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of screaming going on there. It was spider. Hold on a second, and they cut screen. It was like cut, and then it was like, you know, you hear a bunch of booming and banging going on and stuff like that. Like, you know. That's exactly. Josh was beating the hell out of that poor spider. Didn't stand a chance. That was funny. But and Alien Girl 111. She had a good show this morning. Lynn from Rebellious UFO had a great show last night on It's All Good All. It was a good show. In fact, who else was the dude on there? I find him pretty interesting. I don't know much about him, but the other guy, he's a bald gentleman, and he's on there with them. I just can't remember his name. Tim something rather. Let's look it up here. We got Rebellious. Rebellious only has one E in it there, jackhole. Rebellious ufology. Tim Senor. That's his name. Tim Senor and Jim Goodall. They were on our show last night. It was a good show. Very, very good. Very good, very good. And let's see here. What else have we got going on? It's been a busy, busy week for the Florida man. I know that. Even I was surprised by a couple of these stories. Oh, gotta have a little bit of coffee. It's my favorite coffee on the planet. Oh, it's so good. It is chock full of nuts. So good. And then we're going to talk about the Wampus cat, or the wampum cat, or as the Cherokee called, the Cherokee Black Death cat. Oh, that sounded angry. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. And, so we'll talk about the Florida Sea Devil. Yeah. That is a very interesting story to it. Really does. A story is the deal. Has an interesting story to it. I mean, it's... Even the story... We'll go into it. We're going to do it. But today, on the Florida cams, it is hot. I ain't even got to show you. It is ridiculous out there. But... where are we at here? It's like I'm just floating in limbo here. Let me go to... I think that one's messed up. We go here. Oh, hey! Hey, how you doing up there? Where'd you come from, buddy? Good to see you. Different camera angle. Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah. Right here we got Florida. Yep, the territory of many swamps. I mean, look at the swampy area down here. Look at that. This whole area is just nothing but swamplands. It's the whole bottom tip. I mean, literally, it's the tip of Florida. And, I've been to Key West. I wasn't there long, but I did go there. And it's interesting, to say the least. But these swamps are something that I find very mysterious, because you can be in the canopy of these swamps and never be seen from overhead. And some of these canopies can drop the temperature in the summertime. When it's 93 degrees out, it can drop the temperature by 10, 15, 20 degrees just being under the shade. Hopefully get a little bit of a breeze so it can intermingle with all the sweat. But there is just, it is just desolate out here. There's one road, as you can see, that runs through all of Alligator Alley, is what they call this whole area. But they have everything from cryptids that people have seen. I think his name is King Croc, and he is a giant crocodile that doesn't belong in this type of climate, because crocodiles aren't here. I'm not really sure what the difference is in region. Could an alligator survive in a crocodile infested area and vice versa? Do they get along? Do alligators and crocodiles get along? Are you friends? Are you guys friends? You should be. You should just all be friends. And we could all live out here in the python infested swamp ape living swamps. we got south of the Everglades. Yeah, at the Mississippi Reservation. Down on old Big Cypress National Preserve. Yeah, we got that down there. But all this area down here is virtually unexplored, uninhabited, unless you are Florida man. And you have to have a certain gear to even go down to these areas here. I mean, you have to have, like, they have these shin guards that cover your whole calf of your leg so you don't get bit by snakes, right? So they have these, and then you want to wear long pants, boots, basically, and then they'll wear, like, kind of these canvas shirts. Not canvas, what am I thinking? Canvas. Yeah, they wear plastic shirts. They wear, what do you got to say? What? Burlap. Yeah, we wear burlap out in the swamps. It keeps us, it's very airy, this burlap, and it looks good. It looks good with my boots and shin guards. Did you bring your hat? Jim, did you bring your hat? The one that looks like Jungle Jim? Yep, gotta wear one of those. Have no fear. You have to wear all of that gear, man. I mean, it's no different than being up north and dressing for winter, except that the winter cold is a slow death if you're caught out in it. You don't know about these things down here. Just about anything can go wrong. Wonder what, that show Naked and Afraid. I saw they did one episode where it was near, it was up in the Green Swamp area of Florida, and the guy, the people there were miserable. And that is legitimately, like, going outside and walking down to the wooded area down my road here. Being naked anywhere would be a terrifying experience anyway, I'd be afraid just being naked, even if I'm in a safe place. I'm not even naked when I walk around my house. The hell was that? That seemed so much. That seemed crazy loud. I'm not doing anything. Okay, regroup. I'm talking to myself. I do that quite often. I'm sorry. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go over to, how do you say, we will go to, let me open up this, and open up this, then we'll open up my collections. Yeah, I started this collection on Florida Man. Alright, I think we talked about this guy here last week, but we will talk about him with a picture. There he is. There he is. Hey, handsome. Hey, nice tattoo. Representing. Look at that. I give you the Winning a Life award. I'm not, downing tattoos or anything. You can do what you want. But who told you that might be a good idea? Poor guy. Just had a bad home life, It could have been. But Florida Man starts out apropos. Florida man with his favorite state tattooed on his forehead was arrested after calling 911 multiple times requesting a ride home. 22-year-old Matthew Leatham called 911 requesting a ride home around 4 a.m. in the Newport Richey suburb last Sunday. A deputy who found the Florida man offered to call him a cab, but he said he didn't have any money. He just didn't have any money. What? There's nothing wrong with that, right? He didn't have any money. He then began to walk in the direction of his home, then called 911 a second time, again requesting a ride. He's persistent. Give him that. Give Matthew that. The same officer. Oh, yeah, these cookies are catching up to me. The same officer caught up with him, arrested him while he was on the line. After search, marijuana was found on Leatham. Come on. He was charged with the misuse of 911 in addition to possession of marijuana. We still do that. Wow. We still arrest you and charge you with possession of marijuana in this state. Yet I have a card that if you pay enough every year, it's a sad state of affairs. Just sad, you know? The whole Florida medical marijuana system is a broken gimmick so far. I mean, listen, I don't want to have to pay the money to get arrested, end up like James here, and go down to jail, all because of some marijuana. So you kind of weigh in here, you go, jail, no jail, and pay money twice a year, versus going to jail and spending all the court fees and being on probation and all that nonsense. It's going to end up being cheaper in the long run getting a medical marijuana card here in Florida. I don't know how it works in other states. It might be even more squelched or strange than it is here. But this guy, he found some good marijuana. He found some good stuff. Speaking of some good stuff, I ate my 5th cookie. Oh, that was so good. They are so good. The Pete's double chocolate. Oh my God, they're so good. But this guy here, I mean, he called them up. He called 911 the first time, right? I mean, of all people you can call, you got to call 911, but then he calls them, 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, look, I need a ride. I gotta go home and I'm stuck somewhere. And I just need a ride, man. I'm in, North Newport Richey. In a suburb. Can you come and get me, please? I'm sorry, sir. But, we will send an officer out there. We can pick you up and take you down to the Popo. Get out of here. Gonna take up resources because you need a ride home. Matthew, that's not how things work, and in your 22 years of living on this planet, I would expect you to know that. That's what, he must not have a dad because his dad would have wrapped him upside his head. Or a mom. His mom would have wrapped him upside his head. Oh my God. So Florida man takes a hit. A strong hit. Big hit. Big bowl hit. Poor bastard. So, moving on. What's next? What's next in the news office here? What do we got? We got anything? Anything? No? Yes, we do. Turn that shit off. That's an insult to me. Some way or another, isn't it? I know it. I'm quick. Alright, let's go to my collections here. Oh, whoops. Listen, I don't need 3 tabs on this jerkhole. On Matthew. This guy. Tattoos are in the hizzle tonight. Look at that. That's a... You know, you're such a handsome boy. Why would you tattoo a lightning across your eye? It's a lightning bolt, Ma. Oh, well, looks kind of like a rooster head. You see? It's like there's his beak. No? No, Ma. God! It's a lightning bolt. My favorite team's the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yep, Hernando County. Florida man. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Where are we at? No. Hold on. Gosh. So impatient. Sorry, I get lost. I get lost in my own head sometimes, you know. It's like is there anybody in there? Hello? It's like an empty cavernous nothing. Florida man faces grand theft auto charges after stealing an ambulance from a hospital. Dude. And then he drives it into mud. And if it would have gone any further, it would have gone into this body of water. Real smooth. What's your name, pal? According to deputies, 29-year-old Trey Cornwell took an ambulance from the Oak Hill Hospital in Brooksville. Ah, I think we know a goofon that lives in Brooksville, maybe, or North Tampa, somewhere up in there. Maybe, no? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. I think it's, anyway, Brooksville. It's ringing a bell, but god dang it. I don't know. But, so he jumped in this ambulance. The ambulance crew was dropping the patient off. So he jumped in the ambulance. The wambulance. He allegedly drove off to an area of Port Court where the ambulance became stuck in the mud. Oh man. You imagine how much do you want to bet that he was blaring siren? He was all sirened up. He was like a Christmas tree riding down the road, you know, just what was that, like a 1920s car that he jumped in? No, it's an ambulance, man. This has it's got sirens and stuff, but you don't got nothing for that, do you? Stumped ya. Stumped. Alright, that'll be enough of that nonsense out of you. So, Trey, what happened, Trey? Things were looking up, Trey. You just got your face tattooed. You were just about to go on tour as a model. Man, look at that neck. It's like a stack of quarters. Oh, I'm not going to make fun of how somebody looks. That's not my deal. I'm not making fun. Just, come on. Periodically speaking, that's funny. The guy fucking stole an ambulance and from the hospital. Wow. That is amazing. So next, from the land of Florida, nearly naked, Florida man breaks into school, smears feces and cake frosting everywhere. Everywhere. Why the mixture, man? A Florida man was arrested after deputies say he broke into school, spreading feces and cake frosting all over the place. Surveillance footage at Bear Lake Elementary School shows the man identified as 25-year-old Christian Dominic Shea jumping a fence on the property at 2 a.m. Deputies found desks, chairs, and drawers of a classroom covered in cake frosting. There was also a trail of frosting covered footprints on the floor. There was an open can of frosting in the trash can alongside a child's sweatshirt that was covered in both frosting and feces. There were also feces-covered hand and footprints on a window ledge where authorities say the Florida man broke in. A stapler was found to be placed inside a toilet, and a feces frosting-covered TV remote was in the bathroom. Outside the school, deputies discovered a laptop in the trash and a soiled pair of underwear hanging from a building. Employees at the school told deputies they recognized the Florida man from a previous incident at the school. He was arrested on charges of burglary, petty theft, property damage, and indecent exposure. What about the cake frosting, man? The Pillsbury Doughboys should be pressing charges. Look at homeboys who got a black eye. You know, the cops beat the piss out of him. The cops come knocking at his door. You know what I mean? It's late that evening. You know. Somebody at the door? Maybe they'll go away. Hello? Yeah, we're looking for Mr. Dominic Shea. You in there? No. You know, they just swatted him. Just to get an excuse, because, you know, they took that personally. You know, some good woman had to clean that up. Good working woman, good working man. Somebody had to clean that up. Somebody's mom, somebody's dad had to get down there and clean up your feces mixed with funfetti too. You had to use the funfetti. Why? Well, it was all they had. Why did you put a stapler in a toilet? Why'd you put frosting on a TV remote in the bathroom, son? Why? Give me an answer. In all my 30 years on the force, I have never seen such depravity. Oh, man. Let's get one more look at him. You know, he ain't a happy camper today. He's sitting in a jail cell going, if I only had some funfetti, I have to go to the bathroom. Florida man, Florida man. That would stick with the school gimmick here before we tailor off. Naked Florida man spends 24 hours vandalizing school. Oh, he spent 24 hours doing it. Wow. More time than I spent in my whole life in a classroom was that one night. Miramar. The naked Florida man. There it is. Man, jeepers creepers. A naked Florida man was arrested after breaking into South Florida High School and spending nearly 24 hours vandalizing the building. That's a lot of time, man, to be vandalizing. Like 24 hours straight. You know that was a mania-driven evening right there. Because not, you know, for 24 hours, who's even up for that long straight? I mean, I have, but I'm damn sure never in my best frame of mind. But I've never vandalized a school for that, you know, for 24 hours. Couldn't he have taken a couple credit hours down at the, you know, local community college? I mean, geez. Time better spent. Security cameras show 21-year-old Matthew Crandall. Matthew! Vandalizing Miramar High School During the spree of destruction, he only wore a hat and headphones. He only wore a hat and headphones. That is a meth-induced mania right there. Meth-induced mania. Oh my God. Because you're not up for that many hours straight. And look at him. You know he looks like a real pisser to deal with. All right, man. Look at the camera. Oh, he's not looking at the camera, sir. Yeah, I know. He's given us full tilt to attitude. It's okay. Just take his picture, sir. Okay. So 24 hours he was jamming on that. And you got to give him credit for persistence and drive. You know? He was going to do a job and he was going to do it right. That's what he said. I'm going to do this right. I'm going to do it the right way. All these other Florida men don't do it right. This one's creepy. Florida man breaks into home. Sucks on sleeping man's toes. I mean, all things good and great. Not my toes. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night. You know, you're just sleeping away. It's a beautiful evening. You're like, oh, what's that? It feels weird. Feels kind of good. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, what the? There's a man in my room. In Bradenton, police are on the lookout for a Florida man who broke into a home, sucked on a man's toes, according to deputies. The incident occurred on Christmas Eve at a Bradenton home. This is a classic. According to the resident, he awoke to find a Florida man at his feet, who then proclaimed that he broke into the home to suck toes. He then attempted to fondle the man. Oh, because no good sucking on toes is not followed up by a good fondling. Yeah, I needed that. Thanks. I didn't ask for none of this, but if you're going to do it, can you fondle me a little bit? I don't want you here, and I know nothing about this, but hey, while you're down there, after the two got in a fight, all right, fine, if you ain't going to do it, you know, damn. If you're not going to do it, man, then just get it. Oh, man. The two got in a fight. The Florida man smashed a window in the victim's windshield before making an escape. No arrests have been made. Oh, God. That's amazing. In a world where men can't even sleep soundly in fear of the Florida toe sucker. Yeah. Oh, there he is again. Matthew Crandall, you pisser, you. Look at you, you sumbitch. Why did you do it? That's what I want to know. 24 full hours. And this, you know, I'm going to go ahead and mark that as funny. But, you know, well, who would file a fake police report? You know, that'd be embarrassing to somebody to say, yeah, I woke up and somebody was sucking on my toes. But you would feel compelled to call the cops. I mean, if he wasn't fondling you. So then we go down to, oh, it's our last one of the day. Naked Florida man humps tree and then punches deputy. Oh, God. What the hell? So okay. Naked man humps tree and then punches a deputy. Jeez. Leave me alone. That sounds like some ecstasy right there, man. You know, like Lehigh Acres. Let's go and take a look at where Lehigh Acres is, because that sounds interesting. That sounds like a pretty cool place in Florida to go. So let's do this. And let me do that. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Okay. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Okay. So see, I didn't know that was there. Let me see here in the grand scheme of things. See, that is down south by Fort Myers. So that's Fort Myers area. See, there's Fort Myers. Beautiful, beautiful area. Cape Coral. This whole area is just this whole coast area right here is beautiful. From Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda, all those places are just amazing. I live right up here. I'll show you where I live. I live right here in this mess. Tampa, Orlando. I live right in the middle. They have a big Scientology school here in Plant City, and a big Scientology center out here in Clearwater. I don't know. I just wanted to. Josh and Artemis did a Scientology show, and for some reason, they're pretty big down here. But anyway, so Lehigh Acres is down in Fort Myers. It's beautiful. Fort Myers, can't say a bad thing about it. Whoops. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Let's go back to here. See, I need to set up 2 of these. Yeah, that would have been the smart thing to do. But sometimes this Guerrilla ain't too damn smart. He runs on a very regimented amount of fuel, and that fuel is still not consumed today. Let me hold it like a real man drinking his coffee, drinking his spot of tea. All right. So naked Florida man humps tree and punches deputies. Yeah, he did. He was arrested after doing very Florida man things, including humping a tree and running down the street in the nude. 21-year-old Alonzo Sanchez was found by deputies and was seen hugging and hip thrusting a tree. He was completely naked and allegedly high at the time. Before deputies got to him, the Florida man ran into the street and was nearly hit by a car that had swerved to avoid him. Alonzo. He was quick on his feet there, man. You gotta watch out. Alonzo, there's a car coming. Get out of the road. After a brief struggle, he was apprehended and taken to Lehigh Acres Regional Hospital. He faces a battery charge and was booked into Lee County Jail after his hospital visit. All right, that takes us out of the Florida man news. In a world where just Florida man is walking around every corner. That is the scariest thing to some folks. In a world where Florida man runs and humps trees naked. Oh, what happened? Hello. What'd I do? What did you do? Oh man. I gotta take down my hair. This hurts. I don't like wearing it back. It's Take Your Hair Down Tuesday. Take your hair out, let your soul glow, baby. It's not like it matters too much. It just pulls back on my head. Kills me. Okay. So you can't tell any difference really, but let's talk about the Wampus. The Wampus creature. The Wampus cat. The Wampus cat. You know, drop something. The Wampus cat is the Cherokee black death cat. The Cherokee had a big superstition about this, and it was supposedly seen from the Appalachian Trail. Now, the Appalachian Trail is a huge trail that runs from, New York all the way down to Georgia, yeah, I believe, or the Carolinas anyway. And it's huge. It's a big trail. So, I read that the average mountain lion travels about 60 miles a day. That's a lot of meandering, unless they have cubs. But even with cubs, they'll travel. But, so, traveling about as 50 miles a day, you can slowly make your way down south. And there's already Florida panther here. But the strange thing about Wampus has 6 legs. Joshua Godson. I know better. Joshua Godson, how you doing, brother? The tree. Sorry, man, I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. I get lost. Nobody was here for the longest time. It was just, it was just me and the crickets. Yeah, the crickets. Thank you for playing those. I needed that. Nice confidence booster. But the Wampus creature has 6 legs. That's a pretty big distinction over the average 4-legged mountain lion. All right, Wampus cat. Let's talk about the Wampus cat. Now, the reason that I find this one so interesting is because I have seen a very large cat when I was a kid growing up. It didn't have 6 legs that I recall. If something would have had 6 legs, that would have been the biggest. But I don't recall that. But of course, this thing was up on a hill, and it was looking down on us. And there had been reports of Florida panthers in my area. But this guy, he walks on his hind legs. So he's kind of like a dog man. And stories of this guy go way back into history. I mean, right here it says, during the 1920s and 30s, newspapers reported of a Wampus cat killing livestock in North Carolina to Georgia. Though possibly due to early intrusions of coyotes, the livestock deaths were attributed to the Wampus cat. Man. Go Wampus cat. So it wouldn't be too strange to think that he could have migrated south of Georgia, which is Florida. There's a lot of places to hide. That's the area around the Appalachian Trail. It's still desolate, but it's not as desolate as a lot of these swampy areas. Like I said, I have a method to my madness, believe it or not. But down at the tip of Florida where I showed you, it's pretty much not seen. Nobody goes down there. So alligators are left to get as big as they can. Swamp ape, he can stink and nobody will know or complain about it. He thinks he smells good, but when he goes out in the public, it's like, I mean, he's everybody's, the first thing he says is, what? I stink? It's me? Right? Because it's so damn desolate down there. everybody has referred to this in folklore. And I wonder how many people go missing on the Appalachian Trail. Maybe they were victim to the Wampus cat. Even a Conway High School has it as their mascot. They even have a bronze statue. Look at that. Count the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man. I'll tell you what, that'd be terrifying. That would be a terrifying meetup. I mean, yeah. I would be the first guy out of there. It wouldn't even matter. Because that thing could be running while it's shooting a bow and arrow at you. That thing could be running while it's flipping you the bird and popping caps off at you with the other hand. He's got 2 damn sharp machine gun arms as he's running. That is probably the most terrifying cryptid I've ever seen. Just the most terrifying. You couldn't outrun it. You'd be in a fight for your life. Whoa, what was that? Stop it. Jesus. But that's 6 legs to shred you to ribbons. 6 legs to shred you to ribbons, man. Nope. You won't be catching me frolicking down the Appalachian Trail anytime soon. Sorry. Hey guys, let's go hike down the Appalachian Trail. Get your bug spray. Now, that would be pretty cool. I have been on part of the Appalachian Trail in Tennessee. And let me tell you, it is also very cool terrain out there. They have a place out there called Chimney Rock. And it is this really cool area that is just, it's a rock that looks like a chimney. But you can climb all the way up it. And the goof on a strong over here. Well, Corbin, what's up, brother? Sorry, I get going. Get going, and I can't stop. But how are you, gentlemen? I'm so happy to see you here. So happy to see you. So, this guy has a very interesting story. So, I chalk it up to Cherokee mythology. People may have seen it, people may have claimed to see it, but the story that carries on even to this day is very mythologic. It has, it's basically a woman who is a Native American woman who is grieving the loss of her husband who went away on a hunt and was killed, and would rather believe that he is alive in this cat creature instead of dead. So it's a story of mourning. It's a story of trying to get over something traumatic, I believe. I don't believe that this thing is what's killing livestock. Something is killing the livestock out there, but I don't believe it's a Wampus cat. I would believe it's more of a mountain lion. Although mountain lions, they're not pack creatures, so they are loners. They walk alone. They don't need friends. They can get along fine on their own. And that takes us to the other guy here, which I want to talk about. And that is one that is for shizzle here. That's the Florida Sea Devil. Florida Sea Devil. Now this has a story. Talk about stories. Wow. I mean, this one is ridiculously what's the word? Uh, Ridiculously descriptive, imaginatively descriptive. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Sea Devil, the Florida Sea Devil. We're gonna go there. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry if it's scary, but the Sea Devil exists. Florida. One hot September night in Florida, an unnamed man in his late 20s goes outside his house and throws away his cigarette, staring at the ocean. He enjoys the solitude and elemental atmosphere of the beach at night. He observes a woman splashing around in the dark water and decides to go fishing. He doesn't have to fish for a living. He doesn't have a lot of experience, but he loves the thrill that comes with it. It is far more exciting than his boring life. It is far more exciting than his boring life. He enjoys being the hunter. Dude, seriously, when it hits noon, my phone goes crazy. Okay, he doesn't have to fish. Okay, here we go. He enjoys being the hunter while he's fishing. The night is dark, as black as a witch's cat. It is difficult to see anything, but he loves the stillness and isolation of the ocean at night and doesn't want to miss this opportunity. He takes a net and gets on a skiff, which he uses for fishing. He ties the net around his wrist with a slip knot and throws over the water. He manages to catch a mullet and then moves towards the old dock to catch more. The old dock is marked with 2 stakes, half submerged in the water. He observes 2 ripples in the water and thinks he's about to catch multiple prey. However, by mistake, he catches a gigantic manta ray in his net and is thus dragged under water. He chokes on the water as he struggles to free himself from the net tied to his wrist. Unable to free himself, he wrestles like a fish, thrashing around, fighting for his life. He tries to get a hold of one of the stakes from the old dock, but the stake is coated with razor-sharp barnacles, and he ends up cutting his hand. He thinks this is going to be the end of his life. Images flash before him. His wife, the cigarette he threw away, and the mullet he caught. As death approaches, he becomes less afraid and makes one last attempt to survive. He desperately wraps the rope and the net around one of the old stakes as it enables him to break free from the net as the barnacles cut the rope. He gets on his skiff, and throws the mullet back in the water. He decides he'll never go fishing in the darkness of night again. Good story. And that's what I believe that is. I believe a guy was fishing and he I think he caught this big ass thing. He didn't know what it was at first, being a Florida man. He probably wasn't very versed in the wildlife that has been around his house his whole life. Instead, he's just getting his ass whipped by a big manta ray that he caught in a net. Now, these manta ray around here can get big. Even the small ones are big. I've seen them in brackish water, like creeks, creeks and small waterways. But those things are crazy looking, and they'll kill you. They'll kill you quick. I mean, it won't take long. It won't take long, and you're like Steve Irwin. You remember the crocodile hunter guy? Yeah. I mean, damn, that crocodile had the last, or no, that stingray got the last laugh on that cat. That guy, he got stung in the heart, man. I mean, legit. Can you think of a worse way to go down? I didn't say it was a stingray hunter. I said it was a crocodile hunter. If that had been a crocodile, I'd have whipped its ass. I'd have taken him down, man. It would have been a straight up fight. We would have done it West Side Story like. We'd have been. So, the Sea Devil, I believe, is nothing more, nothing less. Would you shut up? Is nothing more, nothing less than just a giant sea ray, manta ray, Sea Devil. So it is. A lot of these things around here, I believe, are things that people see, and they're just not sure what to make of it, so they tag it with something, you know, just something. We'll give it a name. That may not be the case all along. Now, today's strain that we have here. Gotta take a. It's time to medicate. Gotta take a moment to medicate. And pack a little bowl. Today's the strain of Tuesday. The strain of Tuesday. Oh, what a beautiful little nugget this guy is. This beautiful guy. That, my friends, is called Point Break. Like the movie. Yeah, like that kick-ass 90s movie with Keanu Reeves and fucking Dirty Dancing guy. Yeah, man. That guy. Dirty Dancing guy. He was a badass, man. Dirty Dancing guy was a badass. He did more than just Dirty Dance, right? He did. He kicked ass in Roadhouse. He was one of the... He was Derry of the Outsiders. Do you remember The Outsiders? That's an 80s movie. That one doesn't get as much love because it came like medication is important. Yes, do it. Let's do it, man. Let's rock a shot. Let's do it. Hot damn. I'm tired of talking about it. Be about it, right? Don't talk about it. Be about it. Don't be that guy. So, this hit goes out to Walt Corbin and Joshua Godson. Let's medicate. Oh, gnarly. Gnarly. That is good. So that kind of tastes a little earthy. It's earthy, but it has this very clean, fruity kind of a taste afterwards. That's dope. That's a good flavor, man. That's a good strain flavor. Like it's chocolate or fucking vanilla. And it's not like that, buddy. It's way different. Your weed doesn't have flavors, pal. Your weed has strains. Come on. Uh-oh. I hear my neighbors. They're calling the cops already. I've got the nosiest of neighbors. They're already gonna bombard the cops. They heard me packing a bowl, and they're like, "All right, there he goes. Get on the phone." Yes, this is the Florida Highway Patrol. Fucking no. So it's the Highway Patrol. Well, why are you calling us? My neighbor's smoking weed. I know it. He says he's medicating, but it's not. I know the difference. How do you know the difference, ma'am? I can just tell. Sounds like he's laughing a little bit. That's it. He's laughing. We got a laugher. Get out there. Step. 10-4. Call back to buddy. Call back. No way. Cops can come over here and I will blow a little contact high into face. Just kidding. I would never disrespect a man of the law. I wouldn't disrespect no man. You know what I mean? I'm not into disrespecting. That's why it's so hard to be a watcher in this field. You know? And that's all I am. I mean, God forbid. I mean, you guys know. I mean, I love doing a show now just because I feel like you know, it is a voice, good or bad. I mean, I have a voice for good or bad, and I don't ever feel like I can say a lot as much as I want to in other people's chat rooms, you know? It's hard to be funny. It's hard to ask questions. It's, you know, it's tough. It's tough that way. So having a show is a way to say the things that I can't say in chat rooms, you know? It's not, I don't have delusions of grandeur. I mean, I would love to have my channel grow and you know, there's no, I'm not in it for any money. I mean, if I get 1,000 subscribers, you know, it's not like I'm going to instantly even monetize. That's not even my goal. My goal, to be honest, and to sound very cheesy, but it's honest. Oh, here we go. Now you're going to make fun of me. Stop. Don't. Look, I'm not going to cry. Real men cry. No, I'm not going to cry. But I want to make somebody laugh. I want to make somebody learn something. Maybe they can just kind of learn about Florida or learn about something cryptologic, ufologic, something, but with a little bit of funniness. Maybe I can get somebody to laugh. That would be the best. That's worth more than money to me. Yeah, dude. That's worth way more than money. Alright. A little bit of levity. Don't do that on me now. Gosh. So we're back here. Back here in Florida. Remember the other day I was talking about the ridge? That's this guy here. Claremont, that's the spine of it. All the way down. All the way down to here. And you can see the rest of the terrain. It's flatter than a board. But this area down here, at the tip of Florida, right at the tip, see this is I-75 that goes across here. All this is just unseen terrain. Unmanned, unseen. If you want to get from Everglades Parkway down to 41, you can take one of these back ways, but you ain't going to get far without an airboat. Do you know what an airboat is? Some people probably don't even know what an airboat is. So, I'll educate you on what an airboat is. And I mean, you know, you might know exactly what it is, but maybe you don't. Maybe this is the one thing I teach you today. There's such thing as an airboat? Yeah, right. Airboats are cool, man. Airboats, without those, a lot of people wouldn't get around after a hurricane. Those things are perfect, but it's basically a skiff with a big fan on the back, a big ass fan, and the thing just pushes you, man. It sends you, and you can get going fast on them. If you're not careful, you can wreck. And you can get going so fast that when you wreck, chances of you dying are a lot higher than they were. I mean, you're leaving it at the elements there. But it's a really cool way to get around. There, trying to find something relevant to show you about it. Oh, cool, man. Awesome. So I'm making Walt laugh. So there you go. Mission accomplished. Right? Going home. Going home. Build it. Oh. Come on. Let's give Walt yeah. There we go. Yep. There we go. Go Walt. Yes. Okay, so here, this guy right there. Okay. Now, airboats. These things are pretty neat, dude. Fair use and all that jive. I'm fair use and all that jive, man. Check this out. Tell me that ain't good idea. Turn around and follow it. There you go. Line it up so everybody can see it. Look out to your right. You will see a creature that's going to bite your damn arm off. Hey, Mr. Florida Man, can they jump on board? Well, yeah, they've been known to. They'll jump right on board here. No problems. Yeah, it's flat all on the bottom here. Yeah, they'll jump right in. And then we're screwed. You know what happens whenever one of them alligators jumps up in our skiff? What? We're screwed. We are all dead. Every last one of us. Yeah, so that's the airboat, man. That is essential to travel. If you want to see any type of, swamp ape or anything, you're going to find it out there. You're going to find him. He beats the shit out of fucking alligators. Swamp ape? Yeah. Swamp ape versus King Croc. I saw it live. Dude, beating each other's asses, man. They were on it. I mean, at one point, I had to get involved. And I was like, hey, leave the crocodile alone. He's had enough. He's had enough. Back off. Back off. And Swamp Ape kept coming, man. Swamp Ape wanted him. Swamp Ape can kick the shit out of an alligator. Just saying. Just saying. He would absolutely trounce him. Well, look at them alligators, man. Look at those things. I'm going to tell you a story. When I was a kid, right, I had saw new boots. All right, man. Be careful under there. Be careful under that car, Walt. Make sure you don't pull out the flux capacitor and put in a, what do they call that thing? A Henway? How much is a Henway? I'm impressed that you know how to work on cars, man. Shit. That's one that I never learned. I wish I did. I wish I learned that ability. But man, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're down there. You're working. You're giving it hell. You're not taking any damn prisoners. That right there, man, is what it's all about. as you work on your 1940 T, your Model T. 1920 Model T. But yeah, man, you could be on those things going fast. See, the problem is they go in one direction quick. And if they hit like a current, it spins them. Just, and then where does everybody in the boat go? Out the side. Just, and it sends you off skipping across the water because you're going so damn fast. I mean, what happens is usually breaks your neck or an alligator gets you. Lake Kissimmee is a big lake around here that gets a lot of huge alligators. And a lot of them they would call the killer croc, which is another crypto. It's another cryptocurrency. Yeah, he's a cryptocurrency. Yeah, hey, let me introduce you to my friend here. He's the alligator. Yeah, he's the alligator. He's a cryptocurrency. Huh? Yeah, I mean, he's a crypto... What? No, he's not a cryptocurrency. He's a cryptid. Dangerously crypto. Big time. Big time dangerous. You don't go near him. Look at all these people here. See, that's great. You can have all the fun here, man. And I should have a fair use thing here. But you know what? What are they going to do? Strike me? You really going to strike me? I mean, that's what's great right now. If I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, it would only be a bigger pain in the butt just because, fair using. I'm all about ripping people off, man. But that's okay. Because in ufology, I'd just come back the next day or the next couple days and tell you that I made it myself. I made it myself. This was my video because I've been to the Kissimmee area and I know what it looks like, but I didn't go there myself. But I wanted you to see. You get the point. You get it. But man, there is so many of these airboat rides. Oh wow, look at that, man. That's got like 3-decker seats in it. Look at that. It's like an airplane prop. It is. It's an airplane prop behind you pushing you. Let's do another hit. I only did one hit. We got to do another one. Maybe Crypto Croc got Felicia Flores. Maybe so, man. I had heard that Felicia may be a dude. Is that true? Is that false? And that Felicia's kind of just a side profile to, like a shill account to his real account. But Felicia Flores is really a dude. That's what I had heard. And I heard it from a few people. Some that are pretty trustworthy. Doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care, but I haven't seen her or him either. And, maybe life got busy. Maybe she got sick, and hopefully, let's not think of the bad stuff. I mean, God, she could have been eaten by a fucking alligator. She could have been on that damn boat right there and got flipped into the damn water ass over tea kettle, man. She could have. All right, time to hit. I keep talking about it, but I'm not being about it, Joshua. Joshua, I'm not being about it. I'm talking about it, but I'm just not being about it, dude. I gotta fix that shit, brother. I gotta fix it now. Ooh. Nice. Look at that alligator. God. I've lived here for 40 years and I look at them with like magnificence. And I see them all the time. They're everywhere. Oh, that's a good taste. Good taste. So if you're in one of those good states of the union here, and if you have access to marijuana, medical marijuana, and you see Point Break, grab that. Grab it up quick, dude. Good stuff. Alien Ambrosia was very good too. That had a nice sweet taste to it. Nice sweet piney taste to it. I really liked that. I only got a gram joint of it, so I should have waited to smoke it. Maybe I'll buy another one tomorrow. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta go get some more cookies. I know that. I was like the goddamn Cookie Monster, man. Like, cookie. I ate so many goddamn cookies. I bought a 10-pack of these Big Pete's double chocolate marvelous cookies. Somebody said Felicia, a guy, and that was the last I seen her. Yeah, I thought Renee says he's a dude. Yeah, see, but I don't know. I believe you're right. You're right, Walt. Yep. See, you know how other shows can put your thing up on like on the screen? I haven't figured out how to do that in OBS. You know, some people really like OBS, but I'm having my difficulties with this. And I may go back to, or go try StreamYard. I don't even know how to bring, like say I wanted to bring somebody on, I don't know how to do that. I gotta make you a moderator. I can't do that from this screen, so I'm gonna have to do this. That, and I should be doing this and not in this window, so let me go back to here and let me do it from another area. Look at them all happy. That's the other thing too, which is going to be a big problem this coming year, and you've got mark my words that this year 2022, I'm going to say it right now before summer is in full tilt. But I'm going to say that this year is going to be the biggest year for shark killings. Sharks are going to kill more humans this year than in the past 20 years combined. That would be a mass murdering, dude. Oh, wow, that would be terrible. That would be just... Don't get in the water at that point. It's going to be so warm and so inviting that they're tired of being in the cold too. You know, they want to come down here and hang out in the big toilet bowl that's the Gulf of Mexico. I meant bathtub, not toilet bowl. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. Look at how everybody's having fun. And that's all in the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, man, it's a good place. But you know, more people are going to jump in there and they're just going to be shark bait. I mean, they are not even going to know what hit them. They'll be swept out in undertow. And, you know, next thing you know, you could be in a water spout and have tornadoes with sharks in it. That can happen. That's a possibility. Can you imagine being, like, stuck in an undertow going right towards a water spout? And then you see sharks being sucked up in it too. Because you know it does. It just sucks whatever the hell it can. Like... That's where they all go and swim in their jeans. They don't even put swim trunks on. No, that's Springs. Springs, they go swimming in their jeans. You don't swim in your jeans. It's all good. I just think it's fun to try and find Felicia. I do too. Well, where'd she go? She's probably... You might find Swamp Ape faster than you find Felicia. She might have been catfishing us this whole time. But again, that's why I think it was kind of a girl, because... well, no. See, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Felicia's Felicia. What? No matter how you identify yourself. I didn't know her all my life is one thing, and... wouldn't be. See how that airboat goes on the ground, on the just dry ground? That's why those things are so priceless, man, because they'll go from... Yeah, look at that dude go. Look at him. You go, man. You go, Florida man. That is my favorite. That's my favorite. I love that last hand clap. It's so non-effortful. There's no effort on the last clap. Listen. It's like on that last one, they just hit the side of their hand. He's doing something marvelous, and I'm ragging on him. Everglades Private Swampland Airboat Tours. This is fair use, everyone. Please. Please, this is fair use. Don't call the cops, please.
Don't tell the authorities. Just let me steal your content. It's for...
It is for commentary. That's what I figure. I figure, hey, if it's for commentary, that can be original content. Because I'm talking over these fools and telling you my opinion as commentary, whether it be parody or whether it be factual sterile. You know, I'm interjecting my brilliance into this, right? My 2 fucking cents. What? I don't have 2 cents? How many cents do I have then? Alright, eat a dick. You know? I got a producer that's just a damn hoot. Just a hoot. But look at them. Look at that. Those dudes right there, they go under the water and that's a wood stork right there. Yeah, it's a wood stork, man. They'll eat bread right out of your hand. Some of them will, anyway. Yeah, man, this whole area is just ripe. The only people that see it is your handful of guys that have access to an airboat. And, you know, do I think Wampus Cat is down there? No. Because all 6 of his little feet would get wet. You'd have one angry little cat. So no, I don't believe that Wampus Cat's romping around down there. Look at the size of that guy. Straight tail. Straight to nose. That's a good 12-footer, man. And look at the little baby. That's a baby. And he's probably a 6-footer. That ain't no baby. Wow. Look at that dude right there. That's all I hear when I look in them bastards. That's all I hear. Stop. Alright, we got the point. We get it. It's crazy. Oh! There. Look out. Gator. Over there. But man, those dudes get just... I mean, a 12-footer. And they can haul ass. You don't believe me about that one. I know nobody believes me when I say that a gator can run really fast. How do you know that? Because I tried to get a golf ball back once, and it was near a gator that was on the green. I had hit a ball, and it was kind of, it was kind of near the gator, but, maybe a good, I don't know. I'm trying to think of distances here, but it was probably a good 15 foot away from me. And as soon as I went to get my ball, the thing turned around and made towards the water. And that thing was, I barely got a chance to see it move. It was that fast. I mean, that thing glid. I mean, that thing was the fastest gator that day. I mean, for real. As soon as I bent down to get my ball, he zipped. And I shat myself. It was not a fun time. I tried like hell to get away from that. But I got my ball back. And look at her. She's just walking around. People sell them, man. And people get like disenfranchised and start thinking that they make good pets. And they're just not. They don't make good pets. They're terrible pets. Oh, look, it likes me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't know you, but it knows that it'll, it's gauging you.
Can I eat this human or not? Am I big enough yet to where I can eat you?
I mean, he's not sitting around there going,
oh, hey, bud, how you doing today? You gonna take me for a walk?
We got a guy who's about to go out there, man. You're risking your life, Florida man. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Florida man intro out. Nice. That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Wild Ascension, the mothership. Hey, yo. How you doing, sister? Miss Coral here, too? Okay, good. While you're here, I'm going to pull up. How am I going to do this? Let's see. Let's do it this way. No, can't do it that way. Let's do this. I can go here. And I can put this back over to this. No. Dude, what's your problem? Okay, I can put it over to that. Okay. Nice. Okay, and then I'm going to go here and here. Okay. Should have had this up already. You're a jerk. Straight up. Okay. Here I am. Made it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. Aha. Okay. And then we'll go to... Okay. Okay. There. Okay. Dude. There it go. There it go. All right. Now I got to get off of this screen here. Get onto this screen here. Okay. See, man, it's coming together. Things are going to get better. I swear to you. Things are going to get better. And Wild Ascension, yes. Listen, it takes some acclimating. You got to get used to this, and it takes a bit. I mean, I thought I would, start a show and it would be like, yes, I do. And I'm going to tell you, I thought it would be less like, something to unwind, chill out, have a show, man, chill out and stuff. But I find myself getting all antsy, beforehand. So, and nothing works beforehand. So it's like, come on. This is supposed to be chill, man. This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be, but no. It's just... No, sorry. It's the way it rolls. But yes, right down here, I'm going to show you where I was when I saw when I was with my camp. We stayed just south, southwest of Fort Myers. So it was out in this area down here. Right around here. In this area. It was called Life for Youth Ranch. I don't see it there anymore. But this is about where it was. This area was all complexes, I guess. And all out here. And I couldn't convey the level of how the smell was, man. That the smell of the swamp ape was something that I believe, that's why I believe it was a swamp ape, was because of the smell alone. Other than the scream, Okay, we got it. Other than the scream, he smelled like hot garbage. Hot garbage. With some that had been sprayed by a cat. Hot garbage with cat piss. Kind of like you're cleaning out your cat box next to a dumpster. With a little that isn't next to an egg factory. It smelled like eggs too. And that smell would come around. Like, the longer I thought about it, the more that I realized that, hey, I remember that smell 2 nights ago, or the other night whenever I went out to, to take a shower. I remember smelling that, or whenever, I can remember that whenever we were out at the go-kart track there they had. I can remember smelling it. So, you start putting all these pieces together by your senses. And, people would say, oh, that's a skunk or something. So when I finally smelt the skunk, it finally clicked that that's not what I smelled. I mean, a skunk smells good compared to swamp ape. I mean, I would kiss the rump of a skunk before I wanted to smell a skunk ape. Seriously, they're that bad. If indeed that's what it was. Because I have no evidence. All I have is a few personal experiences. And when I was a teenager, and up here in the green swamp, when I was a teenager, in my late teens, probably 19. Let's see, where is it? Up here. Up here in the green swamp. I need to pin this area because it's kind of hard to get to. But right out in this area. And, yep, a little great creek and wildlife, and that's where we would go. Because this road goes all the way up, and you could really go out here and back, 30 years ago, you'd go to a friend's house, and then you'd want to go smoke, and of course, if anybody had a party, they would do it out here, so that you wouldn't have to worry about cops and drinking and all that stuff. So we thought. But you can see there's waterways that run all through this. There isn't houses. There's nothing out here. And it's some of the most open land, but at the same time, there's this whole thing here. This is all a canopy. It's all a canopy for, that you can't see down in here. I mean, they LiDAR it, and you can't see anything down there. So, something could live out there for sure. And with its location in the center of Florida, it could get to this area very easily if it was migratory. It still could, because this whole place is loaded with huge natural state preserves. You got connecting to it, you got the Withlacoochee Forest, and it goes to the citrus wildland out here. Then it can either go out here towards the St. Martin's Marsh and head north, and the whole coast is nothing but swamplands, and not many people. So the whole thing is completely possible. I would think there would be more sightings, but that doesn't mean there isn't. It just means there's not people who are reporting it. I mean, really, doesn't Florida get enough news? You're going to start adding swamp ape to the mix. It might as well be there. I mean, it's just as insane as some of these stories that I've read you with real live people that tattoo a big Florida emblem on their forehead. The state of Florida literally tattooed on their forehead. I mean, a lightning bolt on his forehead, on his face. His face. So it's for sure possible. Plausible? I don't know, man. I am not a I'm not a cryptologist, cryptizidologist, because how are you a professional at something that theoretically doesn't exist? I mean, people tell you they're Bigfoot experts, but how really are you a Bigfoot expert? Have you studied them like Jane Goodall, like Gorillas in the Mist? I mean, are you out there picking bugs out of Bigfoot's hair, and he's letting you? Oh, yeah, okay, I trust you. We're good. Is that it? No, I don't think so. So I don't believe, there's people who are professional with the research and their personal experiences. Because again, personal experiences, something you can't take away from somebody. You can take the confidence out of their story. You can make somebody question their own story so much to where they're not sure, but still, you can't erase the experience. And people to question your personal experience is worse than thinking you could trust them. I mean, that's way worse to me. Is thinking you could trust somebody enough to tell them. So, but nobody's a professional. These are all experiences. The other experience I had was out here in Ocala National Forest. But that's an interesting story that I am going to save for another day, but it has to do with a serial killer. And because look how close we are to Gainesville. And it has to do with a camping trip and a UFO. Yeah. Yes. UFOs are so big in Florida. Again, it's something that not a lot of, these natives around here, they don't like talking about that stuff as much as you would think. They really don't. They'd rather talk to you about things that they know of than the fantastic, it seems like. But they do once they warm up, and mostly the stories I hear are people have seen amber lights at night. And usually in a triangle formation or just singly. I've seen a couple. I saw the careening one that looked like a ring that opened up and it looked like a star chart, and then it would go back into a ring. I've seen ones that were amber lights that... Now, and you know what? I had to go back and research that sighting, and I found out that may have been a launch from NASA. I don't know, because the way it went, it was amber, and the way it went up, and the way it slowly crept across the sky, and then when it went in another direction, kinda, it could have been a space shuttle launch. I mean, it really could have been. I don't believe so because of the time they don't usually launch at like 2 in the morning. They usually launch around 5, 6 a.m. usually. But who knows if it was a scheduled launch, right? I mean, they launch shit all the time and don't tell you about it, to be honest with you. I mean, things may be smaller in scale. But anyway, if it's a black project, or if it's top secret, classified, it's not going to be talked about. So maybe a lot of these sightings down here could be a lot of things that happens at NASA. I don't know. Yeah, that's what a dad does, Coral. A dad always has you always gotta have fart jokes. Those are the best. That's toilet humor for the dads, man. It's great though. So yeah, those are things that down here you're never quite sure of, because right up the road here it's called the Space Coast, and this takes you all the way up to Jacksonville and all that stuff up this coast. Wait, I'm all the way up Myrtle Beach. Jeez. Right here. Where's it at? Where are you? Ormond Beach. Cape Canaveral. Right there. Cocoa Beach. Let me tell you, I have been at a launch here on Cocoa Beach right here on this beach. And right here is the launch area. Let's keep it out of the hospital. It's out here. And it shook. It shook the ground. I'm trying to find it. It's right there. Come on. Come on, Will. Get your ass together here. Okay. There's the Cape. There's the launch. Launch complex 25 right there. See, these are all the launch pads here. I mean, look how many there are. I mean, you know, it's not like there's just one launch complex. There's 30 of them. So there's no way to know what is being launched all the time it's being launched. You got the Naval Ordnance Test Unit headquarters here. You got a whole launch site here. You got a launch site here. Launch site here. I mean, look, you got 30 of them at least. Moral Operations Center. I mean, you got all of the... It is a gigantic infrastructure. Now, this infrastructure, people wonder why we haven't been back to the moon, and I'll tell you very simply that this whole industry was shut down, pretty much, since the last time we were on the moon. So this whole industry has to be built up again, and that takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of building to make this back into an area that can produce rocketry, like SpaceX and stuff like that. And there's look at that strip. It's a big landing strip. I mean, look at that. You can see that from a couple miles above the ground. That's bigger than some of the test sites. Wow, look at that. The skid strip. I wonder what that is. That's crazy. What is that? A skid strip. Huh. It must be used for bigger airplanes because I mean it's huge, man. That thing's gotta be. In fact, I can use this here to find out. I mean that's crazy big. Okay, I got it. Hello, I got it. Oh gosh, I don't know how to do that. But anyway, that's just like the kind of stuff that's out there. And look at those. There's a line of landing zones 1 and 2 for SpaceX, Blue Origin, Space Launch Complex 36. So there's 36 of them. And look at them. They're all built the same, pretty much. And they're all just down this road here. This road is just littered with them, literally, right by the beach. Mercury 7 Monument. See, these are all areas that is also part of the NASA tour, a sightseeing tour. So there's just all sorts of mystery out here. And then just dotted along are like little things like this, you know, like this black swamp right here, literally black. But you can see it's got something going on in there. It's just out in the middle of nowhere. But that is the side, you know, UFOs are seen everywhere here in Florida, obviously, just like in any state. But a lot of them are seen out in the Atlantic here. A lot of them are seen, you know, in the on the Gulf of Mexico side, you know, over here. But a lot of them are seen on this side, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Bermuda's out here and stuff, and there's a big ridge I mean, look at that thing. So there's a big shelf that goes into really deep water. And, you know, if there's submergibles, but there's definitely a lot of activity going on in this guy right here. Definitely. Just like anywhere. But, you know. Alright, let's head it back over here. Okay. Let's see. Okey-dokey, guys. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on. What about... Alright, well, you know, I think we're gonna call it a day. Yeah. Yeah, I think we will. It was fun. It was fun, man. It was fun. You know, maybe we can talk for a minute. I'll like take a hit. You know, got to clear my bowl out anyway, so I might as well just, you know, might as well talk for a minute. I can't wait for your show, Wild Ascension, the Mothership. I think you'll do perfectly fine. I think you'll do great. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the one where her husband was spearfishing too, man. That was cool. That was cool. That's a skill right there. I was gonna put down that, you know, that's a real man right there, because I couldn't even catch a fish with a damn pole and some bait, and this guy's catching them with a spear. Yeah, I'm talking about Wild Ascension, the Mothership. I'm talking about her husband. She has a video of him spearfishing, and it was really cool. Yeah, yeah, you know, cool. No problem, Coral. Yeah, the Bahamas are really close. I've been there. We took a boat from Jupiter down there to, whoops. Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we took a boat from Jupiter, Florida, because I have family that lives in Vero Beach, and we went to Jupiter, which is this really cool town in Florida, and they really eat up the whole Jupiter thing. But right, Hobe Sound, Jupiter. We left from right there, and we went from here across, and this is the reason I don't want to go to, like, I don't go on boats anymore, man. I don't do them, because that summer 1988, when my family went with a bunch of other families, because if you go by yourself, there's pirates. There's literally pirates that'll get you out here. Yeah, they'll kidnap you and try to hold your ransom and shit. It's insane. But yeah, look how close the Bahamas are. And the Bahamas are crystal blue waters. Like, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, was to go from this gnarly green ocean to this paradise that was, you could see everything below you. It was so beautiful there. We went to Freeport. Where's Freeport? Yeah, there it is. We went to Freeport, Bahamas. And let me tell you, that was pretty damn cool. Very Americanized. But I thought it was cool because they have sugar cane growing everywhere, and it was cool, man. It was cool. It was neat to see that. But yeah, it's really close. It's really close. Cuba's really close. People are surprised to see how close Cuba actually is. But yeah, if Cuba wanted to hit us with one of those sonic things, one of those sonic sound bombs or whatever, that sonar bomb thing. You know what I'm saying? It look how close it is. I mean, there's Florida. You got Cuba right down here. Pretty close to Havana. The Havana syndrome. You know? I mean, it could definitely hit Key West. But, again, that's conjecture. That's conjecture. I mean, it's not. It's actually proven. But, you know, who knows where it comes from. It could be a natural source that's emitting something. Or that, you know, it could be something like that. It could be something that we don't know exists. Which is probably the case. Because remember back in the early 2000s, or maybe it was the late 90s, when Linda Moulton Howe was on Art Bell, God rest his soul, and she would talk about the hidden bases in Cuba and how she believed that they were all in this area. She believes that there's a hidden alien base or bases in this area. And all of this. Kind of like over on Santa Barbara or the Santa Monica Pier. They believe is like an entrance to the underground. That is supposed to be synonymous. And you can see right here, there's almost like a geometric shape there. It almost looks like a big block. Or this looks like a big entrance here. But she was lit on that for a long time. Or, not a long time. Not as long as she was like cattle mutilations. But I can just remember her talking about how there was underground bases in Cuba. And, you know, I don't know whatever became of that. I'll have to go check that out. Do some research. Check it out. Because I don't know. Not too sure. Not too sure. 2000. What we got going on in the chat? Goofon is great. I've been watching Rich since 2009 or something like that. Wow. Wild Ascension Mothership says, Goofon is great. I've been watching Rich since 2009 or something like that. Since the Blog Talk early radio days. He's a little high on himself, but he earned the right. He doesn't give up on himself, and I like that. We're going to move to Florida someday. Joshua Godson says, I hope so. Yeah, Goofon is great. I mean, I couldn't say anything better about him than what you just said. 2009, I know. Coral says, wow, you're a long-time follower. Yeah, that is a long-time follower, man. That's 12 years worth. 12? Yeah, 12 years. I did math. I did math good. Hey, moms, I did math well. Did you do your math today? Yes, I did. I always hear you whispering in my ear. Get out of my head, Mom. I always start hearing you whenever I start smoking. Why do I hear my mom every time I take a hit of my marijuana? You know, those days that happen to be all paranoid are done, man. Oh, it's in cops. Cops? Cops coming? Cops here? Don't have to go there no more. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Those days, man. Those days. Rich sometimes gets a bad rap, but he has put in a lot of work into his field. He has. He has. And you know what? I'm smoking it up. Absolutely. Got the Point Break. But yes, absolutely. You know, that's got to be tough to be on every night for a couple hours. Like I said, you're gonna offend somebody, whether you mean to or not. You're gonna offend somebody with something you say. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Not everybody gets along, and you're gonna end up saying something to the wrong person. I did do the math. I did the math pretty quick, too, this time. I'm proud. Actually proud. Yeah, I've been a fan of... I've been watching them for about 4 years now, I guess. I found him on Third Phase of Moon. I found him on there, giving his 2 cents and stuff. And I thought, hey man, this guy thinks similar to me. But, you know, not on everything. We don't, you know, but that's not what this feels about. Everybody's got a different rap, man. And that's cool. It's like, hey. Oh. What? It's like, you know, hey, everybody's got their own gimmick. You know, everybody's got their own dealio, and that's cool. It's cool by me, but hey, what's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise? Sounds like a rave up there. Oh, what? Stop it. Okay. Guys, it's been a wonderful show. Been a wonderful show. If I didn't see it, which of course I did, we'll see you on the other shows. For sure. For sure, I will see you on the other shows. Yeah, Walt Corbin. Yeah, I did as well. Let me do this real quick. And yes. Okay. Bam. Bada bing, bada boom. But anyway, guys, this was a great show. Great show. Thanks for coming by. The fact that even one person stopped by, none less multiple people, is like, wow. It's great. And I hope you got a laugh at some point of the show. I really do. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Have a little fun, man. Have a little fun. A little levity, right? Not always so serious. We can kind of kick back a little bit on a Tuesday and have a little fun, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You can stop by. You can get your glow sticks out, or you know. And we can do that again. We can do some EDM, man. Got the EDM in the house. All right. Thank you for coming by. I'll see you on Thursday. Thursday, 11 o'clock. Got all new show, all new biz. Getting this stuff down now. I'm getting my confidence. So hopefully we'll get this show going better, stronger. I'm learning some things. Hopefully we'll keep on learning stuff. Right? I mean, that's what I do is, you know, trying to learn stuff with you. Because if we learn together, it's not so scary. It's not so scary. Right? I mean, life is scary enough on its own. I get scared all the time. I mean, I'm freaked out right now. I'm freaked out because I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the day. That's exciting. It's exciting. I love it. I mean, but I do know that Florida Man will have plenty of news from me coming on Thursday. There's no doubt. No doubt. Florida Man has me covered. I mean, the scale and the amount of people that live in my glorious state provide nothing but the most quality of news that you could offer. I read your Utah news. Not as exciting. No. Sorry, Utah. We got you beat. Got you beat. Yes, we do. Or maybe Iowa. I don't know. Maybe we're more exciting than Iowa even. We're one of the more exciting states, I'll tell you. I've been to a few. I've been to quite a few of these states here, man, and let me tell you. Ah, hey, Rich. What's up, buddy? Goofon's here, man. You must realize how much that makes my day. I don't know, or maybe not. Maybe just like, here's that dickhead again. But nah, man. Damn, seeing you, man, always brings a smile to my face. Because I know you're busy. You're a busy dude. They're all busy, but you're a busy guy, man. And that's a fact. That's a fact. You didn't know, man. He's the hardest working dude in ufology, and that is a fact. I say that with no joke, nothing. That's realsies. Like I said, the agita that I get just by doing this, beforehand, is I can't imagine having that load daily. And you shoulder it, kid. You shoulder it with all the professionalism that I could ever even imagine. Jesus. And you've only made a few enemies. It's bound to happen, like I was saying to Wild Ascension, I mean, even brother, you're going to say something at some point that's going to rub somebody the wrong way when you've have that kind of time under your belt, You're beyond the 10,000 hours, obviously, so, of what it takes to be a master at something, so, you're going to say something because you're going to not agree with everybody. You can't. You're your own person, and you got to interject that into what you're doing, because that's, I get it, man. I get it, and I think everybody else does too. I thought about that too, Walter Corbin. I thought about that too. I really did. I wonder, because if Goofon would have done that, there would have been a video up that day. If just take Anthony S4 out of the situation and add Rich from Goofon in that situation, and guaranteed that it would have been a field day, and it wouldn't have just been camping in either. It would have been a lot more. I bet maybe even Lou would have come out of the woodwork just to kick you when you're down. But yeah, man. Goofon's not afforded that luxury, unfortunately. But again, that goes with notoriety, man. Truthology. You got it. That's comes with the territory, as some would say, But the good thing is a lot of them are fans, and they're loyal watchers. Guaranteed. 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 Man, that's some good stuff. Good stuff. Point Break. Get you going this early morning. Did you guys watch Alien Girl 111 today? It was a good show, man. She had some peeps on there. Had some people. It's always good to hear from other people in the community. She's doing good in the mornings. I miss Lynn in the morning. She's always good too. She has good energy to her. But make sure that you guys check out, of course, Goof On tonight at 7. True. Where it says, and I can't be the only one who thinks that way, this way, or anyway. You can't make everyone happy. But when they lie and say it's a truth, it's just wrong. That's true. Word. It's not about agreeing with everybody on everything. It's about us agreeing in UFOs. That's it. Bam. Coral stated. Drop the mic on that one. Drop it. You can't agree with everybody. And if you did, what kind of show would that be? No, but for real. I mean, that's it. Just being real. As long as you can be yourself. Oh my God. When you get old, everything is like laborious, man. Just bending. Everything. When you drop something, you instantly regret it because every bone in your body's going to start snapping. God, getting old is fun. Getting old is a grand experience. Why didn't they tell me about that when I was younger? And all those classes I took. Okay, let's see what we got. I know, man. It's killing me. Okay. I'm trying to use this other app that can get rid of the background noises, but I'm having trouble with it. And I don't know if it'll work yet anyway. But you're right. I have another chair, and it's a new chair. This one's a new chair. But it makes even worse noises. I'll get some WD-40 on that. I wish I had some trim on my mic so I could kind of tune that out a little bit, but I don't plan on bending down anymore, so I'll try to sit still. But, all right, man. Well, I've been at it for 2 hours now, and I think I'm gonna rock and roll out of here, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I went. Yeah, I did. I went through everything. Boom! I just checked my list. That's crazy. I haven't done that yet. I've made a list for every show, and this is the first time I actually did it. Actually crossed everything out. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're just words. Well, I know you're not a huckster. You're more like the Hulkster, man, brother. You're more like that. Not a huckster, the Hulkster. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing, is, even in the chat, you can just see how sometimes people can be so far apart in the conversation because, and people do it, and they, they throw in religion and they do all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, it gets weird. It gets weird, but, as long as we can be non-weird with what we see in the sky. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. God love you. I'll see you on Thursday. I'll definitely see you Thursday. If I don't see you Thursday, I'll see you Friday. But you know who says that? Dickheads say that. And I'm not no dickhead. No. Not this guy. Not now. I can be. But I'll see you on Thursday. All right? Thanks so much for coming by. Will Graham out. Lights. Guerrilla Gamer out. I said out. Oh, come on. You were doing so good, and then you fucked it up with that. Oh, God, not the wrong noise. Oh, wait. Big clap. Big clap. Big clap. Oh. All right. Well, anyway. Adios. Adios.